It is great to have you back here at Coin Lady channel. Dear everyone, once we get past this hurdle, our crypto adventure will become much more enjoyable. And now that we're moving beyond theoretical debates and into practical applications of blockchain technology, this area is going to really start to heat up. Additionally, this is one of the initial use cases where I anticipate a proliferation of practical applications. Public blockchains, or Grayscale, have produced this report. In addition, the tokenization revolution includes XRP, the idea's creator, which has been instrumental in tokenizing ownership of real-world assets and bringing them onto the blockchain. HBAR will dominate this arena, while Ethereum is currently leading the pack when it comes to tokenizing assets, which will lead to cheaper quick settlement and new access to financial markets. Additionally, value will become significantly more fluid and flow than what we're used to. Very different trajectory for the future. BlackRock is currently one of your largest and pioneering tokenized securities platforms with their HBAR platform. They are tokenizing assets in the real world and bringing them on-chain. They view ETFs as a technology and intend to tokenize all of their offers in as many assets as possible. This is simply their initial venture into the field. It leans toward the dystopian, but it's their intended course of action. Naturally, Ethereum is the blockchain that they choose. Currently, that is the site of their construction. In subsequent discussions, we will delve slightly more into that matter. Ripple has countries. For example, we have Palau, which is working on a stable coin and a CBDC platform. Nevertheless, Ethereum has massive corporations like BlackRock that are interested in offering tokenized assets on-chain. There will be no CBDCs in the future. The United States is referring to these countries since they are the largest and most powerful in the world. They intend to transition us to a fully digital currency that they can track and observe regardless of our feelings about it. In the grand scheme of things, that's how everything will pan out. No matter how positive or negative that change is, Ripple will be in the vanguard of it. Again, I think many individuals will tokenize various assets on the XRP ledger, but CBDCs and government-sponsored initiatives will not be among them. The XRP ledger stands out to me as a fascinating alternative because, unlike the other choices, it is not a smart contract blockchain. This bodes well for your ability to scale while keeping transaction fees and costs to a minimum. Therefore, I believe XRP will play an important role in the tokenization revolution that is soon to come. Obviously, stablecoins are the first big use of this technology that has shown promise. Consider your most valuable possessions on a global scale. There are a lot of stable coins out there, with Tether being the largest. Other examples include PayPal, Ripple, and many more. This is a lucrative industry, because you get to keep people's money, or a cut of their interest. They make use of your value's tokenized representation, of course. Towards the bottom, on the far right. From BlackRock's tokenized money market fund, to real estate and gold exchange-traded funds, ETFs. There are a plethora of offerings on the horizon. In fact, a lot of it has already gone live. Additionally, there is a great deal more to come. Faster payments, cheaper CBDCs, and stablecoins are all visible here again. That is the current emphasis at Ripple as they enter this space. Real-world assets in tokenized form. Stablecoin CBDCs will be the first to test the waters. But it won't end there. Precious metals, stocks, and real estate of all kinds will all experience massive price increases as their value becomes more liquid, allowing previously inaccessible investors to finally get into those markets. Everything that comes with this, including the openness, is great. Here we are in the future, yet again. And this is where blockchain technology really shines. In this video, David Schwartz discusses the XRP ledger's smart contract capabilities. He clarified that at the moment, there are actually two plans. Naturally, there should be one EVM sidechain, so that you can run all of your smart contracts independently of the XRP ledger. Finally, we have hooks. At this very moment, I am crossing my fingers that you can transfer them to the main net. Thanks to its ability to run on the HBAR, I'm currently evaluating it to ensure it can join the main net without negatively impacting performance. It's possible that we'll also see it implemented on-chain. It provides a lot of functionality, however not quite as much as EVM. Still, we have a great deal of potential here. Additionally, I asked David the following question. Even if there are valid reasons to construct bespoke side chains, I'm of the opinion that Ethereum could serve as our EVM sidechain, because the infrastructure and values needed are already in place. When you're ready to settle out transactions and move value efficiently, let's transfer everything to the XRP ledger. That, in my opinion, is what the future holds. Additionally, Ripple has put money into the Ethereum messaging platform Opal, which is an ERC20 project. I believe that this kind of collaboration between different blockchains will become more common in the future. After all, we live in a multi-chain world. Eventually, the best blockchains will figure out how to work together, so to speak. The truth will out in due course, I promise you. Now we come across another Grayscale report that discusses the Ethereum ETF. It was approved and is expected to start trading sometime this month. However, they anticipate that its demand will be lower than that of the Bitcoin ETF, which accounted for about 25 to 30% of the demand. This is because, as we saw with the massive influx of capital into Bitcoin, institutions and individuals new to cryptocurrency are more comfortable with Bitcoin. The value of Bitcoin, nevertheless, is more appealing to me than that of Ethereum, as I've been saying. However, I can tell you this Ethereum, so I am not knowledgeable about that. They will not have staking rewards on day one. However, staking will be discussed in the future, as we saw in the proposed crypto bill. This is an essential and common practice for crypto networks. And you know what? BlackRock Fidelitas wants a piece of that action, since they're regulating staking as a service. They will, of course, keep part of it. Furthermore, they aim for their ETF to rival the allure of owning the asset outright. One of the most rapidly expanding asset classes in human history, cryptocurrency, is unlike anything we've ever seen. Looking ahead, 30 is among the top performers. There will be an enormous demand for this once it is enabled, because not only can you invest in it through an ETF platform, but you will also be able to stake it for rewards. I believe institutional investors will be eager to watch this play out. It might take some time, but I'm confident we'll reach our goal. Plus, you'll receive payments in Ethereum, which is growing at a faster rate than most other assets. Let me tell you about this chart. At the moment, it appears that the smart contract industry as a whole is losing ground to the competition. Nevertheless, I can tell you from experience that this has always been the case. As Ethereum's competitors catch up to it, this bull run will eventually come to an end. I'm still shooting for the year 2025, or the end of this one, but you never know when the smart contract platform sector will turn a profit. It's merely a general aim of mine. However, this is not the end of the road. On top of that, the entire industry has collapsed. That green line is going to rip up like a rocket, I swear it. This is all just a game of theory. Regarding its potential for growth in this market, I would not be surprised if it overtook Ethereum. Right present, these layer 2s are a part of Ethereum's plan. There are a number of cheaper and more efficient transactions on these layers, such as optimism, arbitrage, or matic. The issue is that layer 2 transactions are removing a significant amount of network activity and fees that were previously generated by the main net. This is creating some disruption and could have a negative impact on the token value. The next question is, what's our next move? The number of transactions occurring on layer 2 is increasing. How can we increase the volume on layer 1 to match this? They do settle on layer 1 in the end, so it's also a matter of having a lot more transactions on layer 2. A lot of those will eventually calm down. Would it be possible for us to reach that place? Is it feasible to get a significant uptick in transactions? Just a few months after launching their foundation sidechain, Coinbase saw their monthly revenue increase to 30 million. Remarkable achievement. Larry Fink, I am telling you this. He is intent on pursuing that. And he's aware of the current volume of their base trading, gibberish, frog coin, and other dealings. He seems like he's going to kill someone and destroy that. Imagine trading all those BlackRock assets and ETFs on his own layer 2, complete with its own requirements and associated fees, if he were to construct it. His earnings will be several times greater than Coinbase, $30 million monthly. I believe there will be a significant amount of transactions on layer 2, and in the end, it will be enough to compensate for that loss. And it won't be limited to individuals constructing layer 2s.
You can find Ethereum users developing on Hedera and the mainnet, as well as those creating side chains on the XRP ledger. This is going to be a massive industry, thus it will naturally appear on many other blockchains as well. There will be a lot more. There's plenty of success to go around here. Ethereum is only the beginning. Base is like the first example of that. That sum is going to be enormous. Who cares if you invest in Google, Amazon, or Apple in the beginning? You can make a ton of money anyway. It's ridiculous. You want your winners, so make sure you don't have Yahoo or anything like that. That, in my opinion, is all that matters for the purposes of this discussion. It seems like we're about to make a progress. There will always be ups and downs, but overall, blockchain is in for a great ride for the foreseeable future. At some point, folks will feel like it's all over. When these nations begin to activate on the XRP ledger and these BlackRock ETFs go live, they will be tokenized and happening on ETH layer 2s and other similar events, so I predict that this will only go up from here going forward. With the launch of staking as a service and the acceleration of payments, there will be an overwhelming amount of activity. Things are now beginning to unfold just how we had imagined. Plus, it will be enormous. Well, that concludes our video. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Coming up shortly, farewell.